What's up, guys? I am your girl, Kandi, and today we have a man that is from Oxford, Mississippi,
Yes.
and he is a former firefighter turned comedian. You know him from Wildin' Out and, of course, the 85 South Show. Karlous Miller has built his own lane, built his own platform, and never switched up who he is to do it. We're talking about how he turns setbacks into setups and what it's like building something solid with Chico and DC, and how life, from losing his mom to raising his son, shaped the man who he is now. Let's get into it. It's time for Karlous Miller to speak on it. What's up?
Everything is up, Kandi. Big tours, big jokes, big laughs,
Yes.
checks, big movements.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Just making big moves out here.
That's dope. So, okay, I did not even know you were from Oxford, Mississippi.
Oxford, Mississippi. Home of the Ole Miss Rebels.
Okay. And, what was growing up in Oxford, Mississippi like?
You had to really be creative because in Mississippi isn't really nothing to do. And we in North Mississippi, so small town, knew everybody. So, your character really arrived before you did. You know what I'm saying? I seen people whole personality change just because they got a nickname and they start really becoming the character based off the nickname.
But aren't the nicknames from how they are their character?
Nah, because your nickname could be something like, it could be what everybody call your granddaddy, or the kind of car your mom drive, or the road that you live on, or if you was dirty when you was little, or your sister big. It's like, it's gonna be something that everybody know you from, and that's where you're gonna get your nickname from. Okay. A lot of people get their nicknames from their grandparents. Like your granddaddy be like, that Rooster grandson. Then next thing you know, you Rooster. Or if you got big feet, your name gonna be Foot. You know what I'm saying?
But that's actually a character of you, though. But it's not like you just started acting like you had a big foot.
It's different when your name Frederick and everybody know you was Frederick, and then they start calling you your nickname. You done got a whole haircut, some fake gold, all that. You done really got in the character with it. So, like when you around people that you grew up with and you see the same folks every day, it's real hard to be like an individual. So everybody was looking for that.
Okay, well, what were they looking for from you?
They knew I was gonna show up and talk big shit. I was never the biggest, the strongest, fastest, but I was the coldest shit talker, bro. Anywhere I go, I had a crowd. They was like, what this fool gonna say today?
Yeah, it's always good to have that one in the crew that like to talk shit and have everybody laughing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before comedy, you were a firefighter?
Briefly.
How brief?
It was a couple months, because that's a great job until you actually have to go to a fire. Oh. So what happened, I applied for the job and I just forgot about it. Like I just went back on to doing my thing. Cause like when you become a firefighter, you got to take all these tests and physical performance stuff like that. And then you got to get approved by the city. And then the city bring you back and you have to take the physical test again. And then you have to go to the fire academy and take the test. And then you get certified by the state. So the hiring process is like 4, 5, 6 months.
So you did all of that?
Yeah.
To only be a firefighter for a few months?
Yeah. Cause it's not. The job dangerous. Like, I'm thinking we just gonna show up with the truck, put some fire out. I didn't know they thought I'm going in the building on fire. Like, before we get any water off the truck, we about to go. I'm not going in there. I just got here. Y'all can go in there. So after a couple of them, and they saw that I was not going in there for real, they brought me in the office and they were just like, and I was like, but yeah, I didn't even get fired from the job. I actually got kicked out of the fire academy. So that's why I lost the job.
Got it.
Yeah, like on some movie shit. It was real racist. We had this small class. It was 25 people. 20 of them was white. Then 4 of them was like some house Negroes who was like, they so boss. And then it was me who was like, no, we're not about to sit. This is not the 60s. We can talk. We black. What's wrong with y'all? And they was like, he's the problem. He got to go.
Yeah, but I mean, I would think you was a problem anyway if you didn't even want to go into the fire.
No, I felt like I was more valuable outside.
Yeah.
Because, I'm black. Black attract heat. So I don't need to be in there.
Okay, so you say. All right, so, okay, tell me this. At what point did you realize being funny could be a career?
I actually started doing improv with this improv troupe, and that's when I really found like, okay, this is real. Because it's like, where we from, you don't see like no celebrities or no nobody in the entertainment industry. So, you know, in Mississippi, you just think you're gonna grow up and get a job. And then once I started doing this improv and we were having shows and we started selling out the shows, and one night the owner of the venue that we used to do our shows at, he was like, y'all got a week off. Do you want to do your own show? And I was like, yeah, but I didn't have a show. So I went up there and I kind of like made my own show, and it sold out and they loved it. So that's where it really started. But then once I started being a firefighter, that kind of fell on my show days. So
so you was doing the comedy before you.
yeah, so that kind of like having to step back and then take the real job, that really like lit the passion. So I was like, if I ever get another chance to do it, I'm gonna do it.
Got it. Okay. So what was your first experience like stepping out into Wildin' Out?
The first experience, I was so nervous, like my heartbeat was like pounding, because we went there and we were there for like maybe 2-3 weeks just trying to learn how to get the TV flow right, like learn the games and then learn the timing for TV. And then the first episode, I was just like, I can't believe this is real, because it's like we looked up, we did the first episode, and then it's like a blur all the way to the last episode, and then you had to wait. You know how TV is; you had to wait a few months before it come out. So going to do it, and then that little time period before it came out was just so strange, because I'm like, I'm on Wild Now, and they're like, when? Because, you know, they start showing all the old ones before they bring out the new one, and nobody believed it. Then they saw it, and then the first episode came out, and I saw how they edited it, and I was like, they cut out all my lines. I hope it's not going to be like this the whole time. They cut, like, the first episode, I was on there like twice for like 10 seconds probably, and they cut out all my lines. And I had this big party, and I'm like, just keep watching. Keep watching. I promise y'all I could.
Not a party.
But the premiere episode, it was like Kevin Hart. And like they cut out everybody's lines, and he was like the only one talking.
Right.
Because he did the first episode and the last episode, and they was just crazy. So they cut out everybody else, and it was just like him. Because this is at like the height of Kevin Hart, like when he first was the number one dude.
Right.
So that was crazy. But then I stayed on for all them seasons. And
so had you already moved to Atlanta by that time?
I moved to Atlanta 2005. I've been in Atlanta for.
And when did you start on Wildin' Out?
That wasn't until like 2013, 2012.
Oh, okay. So you had been in Atlanta for a minute.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta. This place is amazing.
Okay, wow.
Because I'm from the South, right? And the difference between Atlanta and the rest of the South is like, despite what anybody thinks or says, Atlanta really will give a nigga a chance.
True. Like,
you can come out here, and if you put the time and the work in, you can pretty much have whatever you want. But anywhere else in the rest of the South, it feel like, you know, they be trying to keep us away from like nice things and having a nice crib and get to some bread and a nice car and actually having a job you could be proud of, or you know what I'm saying? You could be independent and really build yourself up here in Atlanta. A lot of opportunities, a lot of black people. So if you work right and you finesse it, you can have something.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess because I was born and raised here, sometimes I think some of us can take it for granted because that's how it's always.
Go somewhere else, you'll see the difference.
I know, I see the difference when I go other places. I'm like, where are the black people at?
I know, I be wanting to tell them, I'm like, y'all know we free, right? Y'all don't have to sit in and go along with this shit.
And it be the opposite, like for friends of mine that are from other places that come here, they be like, it's so many black people out there.
Because in Atlanta, you see black people doing stuff you never seen a lot of black people doing. Like, you know how, like even right up here, you see the fire truck pull out. And then it's 7 black men jump off the fire truck, like from the fire chief to the dude that's driving, to the mayor, to the police chief. Like, black people got important jobs in Atlanta, and you don't see that really nowhere else. Like Houston, Charlotte, few places, but for somebody who come in from like a country ass place, it's just amazing.